Okay, October 30th. Cleaning a lot of these areas up. I may be painting tomorrow. This here is the master bedroom. This week it's actually going to be the shelf and drawer painting area. The stuff looks pretty good. I've filled the holes and got all that straightened out. It's not really easy to do, but I think I got good results. We'll see. So in here are all my doors, and there are lots of them. These are the really big ones on that one wall. All these I've gone through several times now, so we should be ready to paint. And I'm probably going to shift this stuff so I can move these hooks a little bit. I got it stuck in there, and I borrowed these from work and had these 3D printed and glued in there. So when I first paint, I'm going to push it out toward the edge like this, and then those will get pushed out toward the edge where I can. That one column will keep me from doing it in that one place, but these will, and then when I finally do this last set will be in the middle, because I'll be dancing around all this stuff. I thought I was going to have more room, but I'm going to have to be real careful not to hit anything. This is the cabinet that came down. I'm going to spray the inside, flip it over, and then spray the front. It's prepped and ready to go. Doesn't look like it, but it is. Okay, so that's drawer fronts, shelves, and doors. In here, I've got all this prepped, but I don't have it taped up yet, and I'm getting tired, so I'm going to kind of chill. On this side, these boxes, I'm putting 2 coats because they're really dark, and I'm going with a really light color, so I'm going to need 2 coats, and I tape the front because I only want 1 coat on the grain that I bring up. So I'm going to spray the inside of the boxes probably twice, rip all this tape off, and then do a final coat on the fronts, which is the faces is all I really care about anyway. Under here, I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to just tape it off and come back and hit that with by hand. I haven't got this one done yet. That's kind of where I stopped. The ends, same thing. I want to get the inside coat, second coat, and then come back and hit all these faces and make them put a thin coat down so I get my grain, and yeah, and then come back and hit it with the stain. This is where that cabinet goes that was on the floor. Ben's going to help me put it back together. I still got to wreck this stuff out and mask all this. So tomorrow I'm going to mask the rest. I got to put a wall here and a wall on the other side to keep paint from getting out of here, but I think I'm pretty good. Here, I could pull that out, so I'm running tape along that, and I'm actually going to finish that with the spray rig. With this, I'm going to tape off to this edge, and then my sister she's a really good painter, she can cut well. I'm going to have her finish these edges manually, and probably these down here too, because they're the same thing, and pulling that cabinet out is going to be more trouble than it's worth. But looks like we will be ready to paint tomorrow. I'm hoping by about, I don't know, 10:30. I get down here at about 5:30, so that'll give me 5 hours to finish taping up and mess with my rig and try to get my viscosity right to where I got a thin paint that's not going to drip. I don't know how that's going to work yet, but I think I'm going to put a quarter water to the water-based paint, so it'll be, 4 to 1 to make 5. And I think that's going to work. I'm going to start with a gallon. I've got 4. If the 1 gallon works with a quart of water in it, then, and I've got a test swatch, I'll go with that and just mix the whole thing and have a 5-gallon bucket, because I don't like changing paint as I go. I like to have the big lot, and that way it's all homogeneous or whatever. So anyway, all this stuff in here we kind of moved out and cleaned up, tried to get rid of some dust. So this now is the tool room. All right, well, I'll show you guys, hopefully tomorrow I'll take some video of painting. I don't know if that's going to work well or not. But I got this little headlight thing. I think that's going to help me paint in there, because I've got lights, but there's so much shadows I'm going to have to be able to see how much coverage I got. See ya.